Welcome to your practice. For today's practice, we're going to be focusing on engaging the back plane of the body. So basically from pretty much the soles of the feet all the way up the back chain of the body, back of the neck, to the very crown of the head. And when we activate the back chain muscles of the body, that is what allows us to stand up tall and actually be able to exist from this place of open-heartedness. If the back body, the back chain is weak, that's when we start to experience more of this hunching action where it actually feels unnatural to stand up tall and be wide open across the collarbones. So let's get to it. I recommend 2 blocks for this practice, and we're going to start out on hands and knees. Table position. Wrists under shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees under hips, tops of feet on the floor to begin. As you breathe in, just gently lift your gaze slightly, lift your tailbone slightly. As you exhale, lengthen through the back of the neck as you look down, draw the belly up and in, and drop your seat to your heels, forehead to the floor. Inhale, rise, lift your heart, lift your tail. Exhale, draw the belly up and in, lengthen the back of the neck, move into child's pose. Okay, continue this movement connecting with breath. Inhale, rising up, gently lifting into a cow pose. Exhale, long neck, belly up and in, tailbone scoops, child's pose. Now, as you breathe in, watch the breath travel from the very base of the spine all the way up under the collarbones as they lift. As you exhale, long neck, watch the breath travel back down the spine to the very base of the spine as the navel moves to the back body. 3 more times. Last round. Pause here in your child's pose. Make your arms long and strong, spread your fingers, and then walk your hands over to the right off of your mat. Keep your seat dropping down towards your heels. Forehead perhaps rests on the floor. Actively reach through your left fingertips. 3 breaths into the left side body. Continue to be with the breath as it travels the pathway of the spine. Again, each inhale travels from the base to the crown. Each exhale from the crown to the base as the belly hugs up and in. 1 more breath. Inhale, walk through center over to the other side. 3 breaths here. Anchor back through your seat. Reach through your right fingertips. Relax your skull and head to the earth. Smooth inhales and exhales through the nostrils. Inhale, walk your hands back through center. Now look forward at your hands. Spread your fingers wide. Peace fingers straight ahead, even slightly turned out at the slightest angle over towards the top corners of the mat to open up the shoulders. Then inhale, rise, tuck your toes under, exhale, lift knees, lift hips, downward facing dog with feet hip-width distance apart. Let go of your head and neck, soften both knees a little bit, make your arms straight and strong as you push the ground away, lift your seat higher, root your thighs back more. Now push through the inner edges of the palms, the index finger, the outer edge of the thumb. Feel the forearms hug towards one another as collarbones widen. Breathe here. Now as you inhale, lower the knees, lift the chest, the gaze, lift the tail. Exhale, long neck, belly scoops up and in child's pose, this time with toes tucked under. Inhale, rise back up, cow pose, lift heart, lift tail. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more like that. Inhale, watch the breath ascend from base to crown. Exhale, child's breath descends from crown to base. Inhale, cow pose, soft through the eyes. Exhale, downward dog. Last one, inhale, cow pose, heart lifts. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, rise, cow pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank pose, pause. Stack shoulders over wrists, legs long and strong. Now powerfully push the ground away so you feel your front body knit into your back body, and even dome the space in between your shoulder blades. Firm the legs, scoop the tailbone to the heels. Shift forward slightly on your inhale. Lower slow to the earth on your exhale all the way down. Forehead top center of mat. Hands slide a little bit lower towards tops of rib cage. Push the tops of your feet into the floor. Feel your kneecaps lift. Without using too much pressure of the hands, inhale, stretch forward through your crown. Peel your forehead, collarbones up away from the earth. Keep your neck long, shoulder blades move towards the spine, down the spine. Breathe here. Exhale, lower. Stay rooted through your pubic bone. Inhale, Shalabhasana. Lift the forehead, collarbones, both thighs and shins. Spread the toes. Lighten the load on the palms. Hug your inner shins in closer. Feel your outer hips tone. Exhale, descend. Back to cobra. Anchor feet. Inhale, extend forward through the crown. Peel the forehead, the collarbones. Lighten the load on your palms. Continue to look down and breathe. Activating the muscles along the spine. Exhale, lower. Last one, full Shalabhasana. Inhale, forehead, chest, upper thighs, shins, feet. Lift up away from the floor. Spread the toes, look down. Now as you breathe in, open your legs as wide as your mat, and exhale, squeeze them back into the midline. Inhale wide. Exhale, squeeze in. Keep leaning back into the sky one more time. Inhale wide. Exhale, squeeze in. Lower the tops of the feet. Root the pubic bone. Inhale, press down through your hands. Lift your heart a little higher. We're keeping the neck long, the feet anchored. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. You might lift your kneecaps, firm your thighs, pull your belly button up and in. Inhale, plank or table. Exhale, downward dog. Come back to your breath. Spread fingers. Push the ground away. Wrap your outer armpits in and under. Widen through the collarbones. Fractionally bend the knees. Lift your seat higher. Anchor your thighs back. Shake out your head a little. Let it go. Now, at the bottom of your next exhale, you're going to step your right foot forward in between your hands. Take your blocks, maybe medium-high setting. Place the blocks to frame your front foot. High on the ball of your back foot. Lift up through your back inner thigh as you push down through your front heel. Tack your outer right hip back, squeeze it into the midline of your mat so that your hamstrings now are activated. Now hover your fingertips. Start to lift your gaze slightly forward. Once again, push through your front heel. Take your hands to your hips and push back through your inner left thigh. So you're in a position called an extended crescent lunge. The spine is hinged forward, the outer right hip is knitting back, and you are activating the whole back chain of your body right now. So with hands on the hips or even just arms by your side, long and strong, we're going to inhale, lift the chest up about an inch or two, and exhale, lower it an inch or two, but keep your spine long, your heart pulling forward. So inhale, lift up slightly, exhale, lower. We're hinging from the waist. A few more. Slow. Keep pushing through your front heel. You should really feel the activation of the muscles along your spine, including your right glute, right hamstring. 3 more with breath. Now come to your highest point. Maybe reach your arms forward, upper arms along the ears. Lift your gaze, draw your belly button up and in. Make your back leg straight and strong. 1 more breath. Exhale, hands to the floor, frame your front foot, step back plank. Strong plank. Dome the upper back, push the ground away, strong legs. Exhale, shift forward 1/4 of an inch, lower to your belly. Tops of feet anchor, wrap the shoulder blades back. Inhale, cobra, not using the neck, using the muscles along the spine. Exhale, lower. Tuck toes, inhale, rise plank or table. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe. Let your downward dog be a place to breathe and be still, to anchor. Bottom of next exhale. Step left foot forward in between the hands. Knee over ankle. Use your blocks, frame your front foot. Now just relax your front toes. Push down to the center of your left heel as if there's a button on the center of your left heel. High on the ball of your back foot, back leg straight as an arrow. Now, hug front foot to back foot. This is another way to draw the outer left hip back. Hover fingertips. Continue to push through your front heel. Lean back a little bit more through your spine. Take your arms along your side body as your heart is drawing forward. Look forward slightly. Now we do the hinge. Inhale, lift up a couple inches. Exhale, lower a couple inches. Hinge from the hips. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Keep your legs very steady. Continue to anchor through front heel. Once again, feeling the whole back chain of your body activated. Notice if you're holding any tension in your shoulders or neck, elongate your neck. Let that relax. 3 more. Come to your highest point. Reach your arms forward, upper arms along the ears. Clear line of energy from your back heel all the way up your spine out to your fingers. Exhale, lower the hands. Step back plank. Strong plank, firm the legs. Exhale, lower to belly. Forehead on the mat. Tops of the feet push down for a moment. Root the pubic bone. This time Shalabhasana. Forehead, collarbones, thighs, shins, feet hover. Spread the toes. Imagine you're squeezing a block between your inner shins. Shoulder blades back and down. Neck long. Breath smooth. One more breath. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes, keep your knees on the ground. Inhale, table. Knees wide. Big toes touch. Send your seat back to your heels. Child's pose. Long arms. Forehead heavy on the mat. Hips grounding, back and down towards the heels. Next, inhale, rise up, tuck toes, exhale, downward dog. Bottom of your breath, walk your feet forward all the way up to the top of the mat. Take your blocks, medium-high setting underneath your hands. Root down through your feet and legs with your toes soft. Lift up through your inner arches, inner ankles, like you're pushing your outer hips towards the outer edges of your mat. Now from here, inhale, hands above the knees to the upper thighs. Lift and elongate your spine even more. Keep your gaze down. inner and outer thighs root back. Exhale, return your hands to the blocks. This time you could fold in. Let your spine round. Pour the crown of the head to the floor. Now bend your knees deeply. Drop your hips. Chair pose. Either arms parallel to the floor or upper arms along the ears. Really hinge at the hips so your seat is reaching back. Your belly is drawing up and in. Push your feet down. Push your feet out towards the side edges of your mat. So you feel locked in your chair pose. Now next exhale, push through the legs, lower the arms, stand tall. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand tall. So really hinging from the hips. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand tall. Again. Now inhale, chair. Exhale, sit deeper. Strong legs, inhale, rise, reach up. Keep your tailbone lengthening to the floor. Exhale, return to chair. Keep exhaling, fold your belly over your thighs. Take your fingertips to the floor blocks. Release your head and neck. Keep the legs. Inhale, lift your spine, lean back. Exhale, sit deeper. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach up. Exhale, chair. Keep exhaling, fold belly over thighs, fingertips to floor, release head and neck. Keep the legs, inhale, lift the spine, lean back. Exhale, sit deeper. Inhale, rise. One more time. This is strengthening the low back. Exhale, chair. Keep exhaling, drape the belly over the thighs, release the neck. Keep the legs, inhale, lean back. Exhale, sit deeper. And inhale, rise. Exhale, lower the arms. Breathe. As you inhale, breath rises from the base of your spine all the way up to the collarbones, to the crown. As you exhale, breath travels from the crown, down the spine, to the base, as the belly draws up and in. Take a block, place it between your upper inner thighs. Feet will naturally be hip width distance. You're going to squeeze the inner thighs into the block. This is going to automatically engage your core and lengthen your tailbone towards the floor. So keep this stability in your lower body. Inhale, sweep your left arm up, rotate the palm in. Exhale, keep reaching up and over to your right, side bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right arm up and over, palm in. Keep reaching up and over to your left. Outer right hip moves right. Inhale, rise. Other side. Exhale, left arm up and over to the right as the outer left hip moves left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right arm up and over. Inhale, rise. One more each side. Keep your legs steady. Keep squeezing the block. And inhale, rise. Inhale, both arms reach up. Squeeze that block. Feel your tailbone descend. You might look up, lift your heart up. Lift your fingertips up. Exhale, hinge from hips, fold, maybe a slight bend in the knees. Thighs move back, release the block. From here, step your left foot back, bend your right knee over your right ankle. Lower your back knee to the floor. Root down through your legs and feet. Rise up through your spine. Take your arms out in front of you. So with the back leg, actually try to hug your back leg forward isometrically. This will draw the right hip back, anchor you into your core, and descend your tailbone down. With your arms out in front of you, on an inhale, you're going to pull back kind of like a row machine. You're pulling back, but your elbows are going to come wide, and you're going to move forward into the lunge. Exhale like you're pushing something away from you. Push, bring your hips back slightly, pull your belly button back, look to your big right toe. Again, inhale, pull back, open the heart, tone the rhomboids between shoulder blades. Exhale, push round the upper back. Two more. So your legs are steady as you move. You're really using that back leg as a lever. Now inhale, pull back. Reach your arms up. Hands down, frame your front foot. Lift your back knee, maybe blocks under your fingertips. Place interlaced hands on top of the right thigh. Lift your chest. Pull your chest forward. Widen your collarbones. Lengthen the back of your neck. So you might be looking down and maybe 1.5 feet out in front of you. Now squeeze that outer right hip into the midline of your mat. Push through your front heel. Back leg straight and strong. Now either arms straight back or upper arms along the ears. Maybe cactus arms, elbows in line with shoulders. Hold it here. Breathe. So strong in the legs, strong in the core, heart open, shoulder blades moving towards the spine, down the spine. Exhale, hands to blocks, walk them forward slightly, step forward and fold. Let the head and neck go. Keep the legs strong, but let your spine round. Inhale, extend the arms long. You could use the blocks here to lift and lengthen spine. Gaze down. Exhale, we switch legs. Step left foot back, bend left knee over left ankle, lower your right knee to the floor. Ground through your legs and feet. This time, let's place hands on hips. So you'll tuck your back toes under, take your back leg, try to pull it forward. This knits the left hip back, engages the core. Arms out in front of you. Inhale, pull back, elbows wide, move your hips forward into the lunge, gentle lift of the heart. Exhale like you're pushing a wall away, take your hips back, hug that back leg forward, belly up and in. Again, inhale, pull back, move into the lunge. Exhale, push away, belly up and in, look to big left toe. 2 more. Now inhale, pull back. Keep hugging back leg forward, reach up. This time we're going to interlace the hands behind the back of the skull towards the base of the skull. Point your elbows more forward. 5% effort, lean your skull back. Hug back leg forward, lift your sternum. Lift your navel, lift your sternum. Soft face, smooth breath. Keep everything. Inhale, re-extend arms. Exhale, hands frame foot, maybe blocks, lift back thigh. Here we are again in an extended crescent. So you anchor through that front heel like there's a magic button on the front heel, high on the ball of your back foot, hands interlace on top of your left thigh, widen collarbones. Lift your gaze slightly. Think cobra in the chest. Either arms back, heart forward, or upper arms along the ears. Maybe cactus arms. Keep those elbows in line with your shoulders. Push through front heel. Back leg straight and strong. Long neck as you breathe. Exhale, hands down, frame the foot. Let's step back into downward dog. Reset here. Fractional bend in the knees. Push ground away, accentuate length in arms, lift your seat higher. Root your thighs back, feel more length through front of spine, back of spine, through side ribs, then shake out your head. Breathe through the nose. Now open your feet as wide as the back of your mat. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Put a little bend through both knees, 1 to 2 inches. Hold opposite elbows. Feel this sort of weight in the forearms, elbows drawing downward. Maybe you start to feel spaciousness in the vertebra of the spinal cord. Again, you might shake out the head if you've been holding a lot of tension in the neck, in the skull, in the jaw. Unhinge your jaw. Now lower hands to floor. Inhale, straighten arms like you're lifting halfway. Exhale, hands to hips, elbows to sky. Bend your knees, lift your gaze, root through your legs. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Step to the center of your mat. Take your feet wide. If you extend your arms, ankles are under wrists. Big toes straight ahead. Firm the quads. Tee the arms. Root through the feet. Breathe in, lift through the spine. As you breathe out, you're going to bend the right knee. Start to twist your belly to the right. Take your fingertips towards the outside of your pinky toe. Reach the right fingertips to the ceiling. Look up. Take a breath. Root down. Inhale, rise. Both legs straight and strong. Tee the arms. Exhale, left knee bends. Twist your belly to the left. Fingertips outside left pinky toe. Reach your left fingertips to the sky. Take a breath. Inhale, rise. Strong legs. Exhale, bend right knee, twist to the right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend left knee, twist to the left. Fingertips outside left pinky toe. One more each side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend right knee and twist. Let's hold here 3 breaths. Every exhale, try to reach your fingertips higher to the ceiling. It's as though your heart is trying to face really whatever's behind you. If there's a wall behind you, heart is facing that way. If it's too much to look up, look down at your bottom thumb. Long neck. Every exhale, navel spins more deeply to the right. Inhale, root down, rise. Last side, exhale, bend left knee. Twist to the left, fingertips outside, pinky toe, left fingertips reach up. Every exhale, reach higher as the navel spins more deeply to the left. Look up or look down at your bottom thumb and lengthen back of neck. Inhale, root down, rise, stand tall. Take your fingertips behind your legs, underneath your glutes, at the top of your hamstrings. Hug your shoulder blades back, feel them activate. Tone your legs, breathe in. Exhale, hinge from the hips, slide your fingertips down the back of your legs, back of calves, ankles, fold in. You could take the hands on the floor, wrists under shoulders. You could take hands wider on fingertips for more space in the shoulders. Continue to stand tall and strong in your legs so your legs are active. This is a mild inversion to neutralize your energy, to create circulation, blood flow, to calm and soothe your nervous system. Now slide fingertips beneath you, wrists under shoulders. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift halfway, long neck. Bend both knees, spin your toes to the front of the mat, hands to the front of the mat. Step back, downward dog. Inhale, plank, and then as slowly as possible, lower all the way to your belly. Roll over onto your back. Okay, last pose here. We're going to tap into the hamstrings one more time because hamstrings honestly are often weak in people, and sometimes that's why they feel so tight. So you're going to take a block like we did previously to your upper inner thighs. With your arms along your side body, walk your heels in enough so you barely touch heels. And what I mean by barely is like you're grazing them. Now, squeeze a block with your thighs. Take an inhale, belly fills. Exhale, draw the belly back, scoop the tailbone under, squeeze the block with your thighs, lift your hips up, you're in bridge. Now roll your outer shoulders in and under, one at a time, so you have more space across your chest. Now squeeze that block. Now listen carefully here. All you're going to do is push through the ball of your right foot and hover your right heel, only your right heel, above the floor. So the ball of my right foot is on the mat, but my right heel is lifted and my left foot is fully on the mat. Okay, now exhale, lower the hips maybe an inch. And then as you inhale, push through the left heel, lift the hips, squeeze a block with your inner thighs. Exhale, lower the hips an inch or two. Squeeze the block, push through the left heel, rise back up. Do that 3 more times. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift as you push through the left heel, activating hamstring glute. 2 more. Soften your face. Keep your throat open. Keep using your inner thighs to hug that block. Now lift to your highest point. Drop the right heel. Hover the left heel. So every part of your foot is down except your left heel. Squeeze the block. Lower an inch. Push through right heel. Inhale, lift up, squeeze the block. Exhale, lower an inch. Inhale, lift up, push through right heel, squeeze the block. Lower an inch. 3 more. Keep squeezing the block. Continue to push through the right heel. Last one. Highest point, hold it there. Now all 4 corners of each foot on the ground, squeeze the block, lift higher. And exhale, lower the hips. Remove the block. Open the arms wide. Take the feet as wide as the mat. Exhale, drop your knees to the right, gaze to your left. 3 breaths. Long, smooth exhales. Inhale, knees center. Exhale to the other side, knees to the left, gaze to the right. 3 breaths with long, smooth exhales. Inhale to center. Stretch your legs out long. You might untuck the flesh under your seat. Arms by your side, draw your shoulder blades beneath you. Rest, Shavasana. Give yourself at least 1 to 5 minutes here. Fully surrendered. Breath effortless. Release all holding, all doing. Allow your muscles to disengage on your next exhale.